get ready for this one.
Nigma Galaxy, I gotta say, this time around, this is the best flex that they had so far in the DPC when they decided that, you know, they're gonna shift things around. Sometimes Amar plays carry, sometimes it's gonna be MC. This time around, they're gonna have two offlaners, something that was really popular during the Stockholm Major. We saw TSM, we saw also Fnatic playing it that way, and I was a big fan, but this time around, why it works for me so good is you have Templar Assassin from your mid lane, so you have something to carry with from the mid lane, something that scales really well into the mid and late game.
So we haven't been seeing a lot of TA, but what's your thoughts here as, you know, we see the odds brought to you by esportsbet.io and favoring Liquid. Like, that kind of goes with my question, like, is the TA something that you'd have confidence with? And maybe, you know, looking at those 4.47 odds, might be willing to back? Or
it's a good matchup against Puck in terms of overtime damage. Sure, they have Snapfire Kisses. Like it's not that good of a TA game, but it's really good for the lane, and it does give them extra layer of going for Roshan on top of that Prophet ulti. So even if Exorcism is down, they can still take the fights. One problem I have is they don't have a Tombstone killer. They do have two, even three heroes that can always play together. I am a big fan of Snapfire plus Puck combo, so two ultis, pre-BKB. All these heroes are gonna die. You have kind of guaranteed setup for your Mortimer's Kisses, and also you have an extremely strong lane. Drow Ranger plus Undying has been pretty staple, I would say, in the last couple of months.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a lane that if you get caught up a little bit too far, you could be killed off, especially GH on the Disruptor. Just constantly seeing Insania go to the Decay and try and make these heroes uncomfortable down bottom. So Amar mid here with the Timber up against Nisha on the Puck. Is that a matchup that heavily favors any side, or is it just, well, a lot of high fives, right?
I guess the thinking behind this was, I also talked about the flexibility, so they have something else. Once you hit that level 3 on Timbersaw, have a second point in reactive armor. You don't care too much about harassment from Puck. The early levels are going to be a bit more tough, but they also did not want to play Undying into Timbersaw Draw Ranger, I guess. But then again, you are playing Dead Prophet into it, Sumail.
Yeah, he's getting quite
very low.
65 health on him. That's kind of weird too, right? Like, don't you kind of want Templar Assassin getting that solo experience, that solo farm over mid, something that helps push Templar Assassin into that, like, early damage item or something like that, where they can start to push the pressure of the game?
I guess they... Oh, never mind.
Going down first blood, bottom. GH getting credit for that one. MC's going to be able to walk away from Insania as well.
They got level 2 faster. Undying is still level 1. Disruptor was also only level 1, but a point in Crypt's form is what made the difference there.
Yeah, having that little bit of extra damage with the Spirit Sight.
Oh, he's got to glimpse him back. Never mind. Oh. That was close. Got to be very careful. MC even gives him well played. Nice try.
Got to always make sure that you count to 4 before you show yourself in a lane against Disruptor. Cookie. Top lane again, Sumail in some trouble, but the Cogs holds him boxy. Zai walking forward with no mana, but doesn't quite have the damage to kill either of these heroes.
They're very low. They also have no regen left. Kuro is going to use Healing Salve on himself. Sumail doesn't have anything left in the tank. There are no... His career is coming with Fairy Fire and Tango. This is the second Fairy Fire that he's going to bring, because Fairy Fire did make a difference that one time. He almost died for a first blood.
Still feels like with just the tangos, it's not exactly the most health regen where you could just be blown up here. Scatterblast, Avalanche, like, that might blow right through you.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need to kill him in the lane. It's just keep him low, free farm. That's what matters. And the Zai, he brought 2 gauntlets. He brought Headrest as well to have a bit more regen. They don't care too much, I would say, about the Clockworks, because he's level 2 only, and he's going to pop Battery Assault. He can always get tossed once Tiny hits level 3. Yeah, he looks very dead here.
Cookie on the other side, so now they've surrounded Kuroki and, well, don't quite have the damage yet. But now Sumail right in their face, and they might change targets. They need to be careful with Zai under the tower taking some shots here. And both these heroes, again, surviving on Nigma.
Kuro's bringing some extra tangos as well. Constant regeneration. Like, this is the battle. Because if you look at the items on side of Team Liquid, they are not using any tangos. They do have Inspiration Aura, like right underneath the tower. They also have Headrest. So a lot of regen coming out from just the creep and this small item that Zai purchased.
So what do Nigma do to kind of find themselves some stability in this lane? because only 12-2 for Sumail on this Templar Assassin. He is getting beat, not bad, but he is the lowest CS member in the game if you're a core, so it's a little bit worrying when you see those numbers.
It's not going to get easier. They don't possess a kill threat, I would say. Maybe Clockwork hits level 3, 2 points in battery assault, and then you can start to play a bit more aggressive. But if you have Cookie, now Kuroki kind of stuck.
In trouble. Avalanche comes in, a couple right clicks to get a kill. Zai's got that one, and now Sumail going to try and fight Boxy, but Boxy's got a toss to throw him back on a Zai. Zai not working with a lot of mana, and the right click starting to fill up and hit off on Boxy.
Did not want to commit. He saw Magic Wand charges plus Fairy Fire, another refraction was available. Looking at the mid lane, I guess this is why they decided to put Timber. So I said first 2-3 levels are going to be tough, but once you hit that level 3, 2 points in reactive armor, plus also Amar decided to go for bottle. So extra region coming out from that. Very difficult to harass.
Still giving each other high fives though, despite the fact that, you know, the lane's starting to get one-sided and maybe one of them feels like the victor here.
Let's see who started it.
You're going to have to go very far back.
I was just kidding. You don't have to check. I know it was Amar. Yeah.
Just looking for some high five action. A little bit of a net worth lead here for Nigma. It did break that threshold for a second on the 1K advantage, but is there anything that you see going right for Liquid right now, or is all three lanes kind of just not as good as you would have thought?
Drow Ranger struggling. I did expect Drow Ranger to get a lot more farm. Mickey only level 4 here. They are playing the lane really well. I mean, I've seen this matchup also favoring Dead Prophet if she's paired up with a strong position 4. This time it's going to be Disruptor. Most of the time that I've seen it, it was with either Tiny or Tusk, so you have like a guaranteed stun for a Spirit Siphon. I guess Glimpse does the same thing. GH got to stack Ancients one more time there. Can he get a career kill? Yes, he can.
He needs to be careful. Phase shift on the run. There's a level 6 for Amar, so he's got the Chakra move with the Whirling Death. He'll get a kill on Anisha solo over mid.
Anisha with the weight. This is not supposed to happen. In terms of trade, he got the career, got some gold for his teammates. That's what matters. But yeah, I don't think you want to give solo kill to Amar. Now he's level 7, and he's going into Soul Ring next, it seems. Cookie.
Avalanche, and they're going to toss him back to the range creep. So Kuroki, just one shot from dead, and he'll be finished off by Boxy. But again, looking mid, Nisha, he's not even level 6 yet, and Amar, he's halfway to 8.
He also did max out Whirling Death, so bringing it down to 6 seconds, and now playing with Chakram.
Again, just getting
Nisha's underneath the tower, needs to bring some extra region. I guess this is also the reason why they decided to give him solo XP. Usually if you have a position 4 who can move out of the lane, make stuff happen, Disruptor, like not that hero, especially against Puck, so I feel like at the early stages of the game, don't get me wrong. But yeah, now Amar is going to be a huge issue for Team Liquid. They don't have a hero that deals well with him. Maybe when Snapfire hits level 6, we could see Zai rotating. Cookie.
Ooh, good Cookie to get him out of the cogs. That worked out. Boxy able to survive as the aggression came in from Nigma.
I could see Zai potentially TP rotating on a mid lane with Coil being available. Coil is available at the moment, but you need Snapfire to be level 6. Boxy with another toss.
Yeah, it's right on to Zai. They have the Avalanche, they'll have the Cookie combo, and with a Scatter Blast, they'll get a kill into the Clockwork pretty much with ease. So 2K lead still sits for Nigma. Sumail not doing amazingly with net worth, but he is still ahead of the Drow in the mirroring safe lane, so...
MC's having a really good time in this bottom lane. He's about to crack level 6. 2 raid bans, knows that he's playing into Drow Ranger, so we'll get the value from that extra armor at any point of the game, especially after minute 25. So I want to see if there's going to be a rotation right now with EXO. And Mickey, he already understands, like, if I'm going to stay in the lane, I'm probably going to die. Sitting underneath the ward at the moment.
Yeah, so he needs to be careful if anybody wants to rotate from Nigma here. Unbeknownst to him, that ward is just...
Insania is going to drop, even with the Glimpse. It's a guaranteed another Spirit Siphon charge or just a Crypt Swarm. Should be enough. Both offlaners this time around, going for Mech/Guardian Greaves, which is kind of expected of them. And both carries pushed out of the lane relatively early on.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of an issue here for these carries to try and find their farm, but now Mortimer's Kiss is in as they've got the Avalanche in the toss. So Sumail tries to get over and survive, goes into the middle, but a Scatter Blast from Zai will kill him off and get a killing spree for himself. That's a big kill. kill to get to slow him down, especially when their own Drow is trying to farm the jungle and find some sort of farm.
Boxy also trying to deny Observer Ward on the high ground. Just one hit away from it. It's called Sentry, but this is Observer Ward.
It's the one that always gets us.
Yeah, I always have to double check, because they know with this type of a move that they just made underneath the creep camp, it should reveal ward from Team Liquid. And Nisha's even here one more time. Let's see if they can get another kill. Kuro trying to soak up some experience on the top lane, but it seems like, you know, he might drop. He's collecting XP. Maybe he gets himself to level 5, level 5.5.
Yeah, not getting pressured yet by Nisha, who's still sitting in the jungle. Meanwhile, Amari's level 9, and he is just on the tier 1 mid, farming for free. He sits top of the net worth, and there's not really much Liquid can do about it at the moment.
They're pretending they're doing something, okay? It looks like they're making a move on Timbersaw, but nothing's happening. They just don't have enough. They need Coil plus Kisses, maybe an extra hero to be able to blow him up. Boxy searching things here with 3-throw. Kuro will TP out immediately.
Gets the escape. So level-wise as well, it's not just the net worth that leads for Nigma. They've got about a 2-level advantage on the graph, so you need to start to be careful if you're Liquid. If this gets too out of control and they start to pop off, what's your recovery for Liquid? It doesn't feel like they feel comfortable around the map too much.
They should play with 3 heroes, Snapfire, Puck, and Tiny, while your R farming, maybe Undying, shows up casually. He's level 4 at the moment, doesn't bring too much value. Also, Mike, like, he is not farming stacks, while on the other side, Sumail did finish off this huge stack. I think it was a triple or quadro stack of Ancients. Now, he's kind of back in the game. He does have almost the same amount of farm as Puck at the moment.
Now go for this Dragonlance first for the Templar Assassin. That's been the shift, right? Like, it used to be Deso Blink, but Dragonlance seems to be the go-to first item for Templar Assassins these days.
Most of the time, yeah. You also want to get Deso later, just to have some extra damage, and then it opens up to Roche. You gave me a look with, like, Deso later, and you buy it now. So funny.
I'm a good audience to have.
Yeah. You laugh even before I make the joke.
Because
that's
I know
what
where
I
it's
love.
going.
Amar making a move now. Nisha in a good spot to break the smoke.
Three-man Dream Coil with the Waiting Rift on to 3. The Kisses are coming in from the side. They drop down the Static Storm. It's going to be onto the Undying. Amar will fall. That's a trade for Insania that benefits Liquid, but Nisha needs to run as they pop the Exo. MC now going the other direction here with some help from GH, but he already used the Static Storm, the multi-shot, the Avalanche, and the Cookie. They'll get the kill onto this Death Prophet, and that is a fight that goes very much the way of Liquid.
Yeah, this is the combo I was talking about. I want to see this happen every single time it's up. Amar overextending. I also, considering he's playing into so much magic damage, or playing into Puck, Tiny, Snapfire, I would not mind if he gets a hood or just a casual cloak. The reason why he also died there, he was sitting at 2,000 gold. Maybe if he has like a casual Ogre Axe, if he has Sanj, then he survives there. Yeah, he just buys it. Okay, so it's going to be full Sanj for now.
And now has double Kaya Q. That'll be the next upgrade.
Hey, it's Kaya, yeah. That's the build.
Yeah. That's kind of where I was going with it, too.
I stole your joke, okay. In terms of tower damage, Team Liquid doesn't have much, so they need to like go for the kill. Seems like it's gonna be another smoke. Kiss is not available, but they do have Toss to break potentially Coil from Puck.
Yeah.
Clockwork finally found some level 6 here. He's been sitting top for a long time, but Mind Control, GH knows something's cooking, so we'll try to break the smoke here.
A city in a good position around these trees, trying to make Mind Control's life a little bit easier. Kinetic Field to block that shift down. And Mind Control spotted. Winning Rift, Static Storm committed with the mech coming out from Mind Control. A Spirit Siphon onto the Puck, chasing Nisha, but they've got the Avalanche coming in from Boxy. There's the Cookie follow-up.
Ooh, hookshot misses.
Is well off the mark. They've got the glimpse out of Nisha, but they already got the kill on a Mind Control. So Kuroki forward. He needs to be a little bit careful, so does Sumail, who TP's out.
They're still chasing. Witchblade will slow him down.
And they can catch up to him. They should probably be able to get an Avalanche out and a Cookie. They do get the kill, and it's a mega kill streak for Zai. Amar now shows up by himself. And this is one after the other. It feels like a little bit of late save your friend syndrome.
I think they need to have another hero. Also, Exo was not available. And big difference, you have full Guardian Greaves on your Snapfire, while there is only mech available. Amar trying to chase. Glimpse not available anymore. They already used it, so Team Liquid will try to fall back. Seems like
Insania.
NGX might not get anything from this one. Amar still trying to chase, get the kill on Boxy, but Boxy with some really cool side steps. Back to full HP.
Yeah, this is more of the sustainability that's coming in for the Guardian Greaves of Zai. He already picked that up, and this fight's not going well for Nigma at the moment.
I like how Boxy casually farms small stack.
Get closer to that Blink Dagger when he wants it, and he'll get the Avalanche Toss to clean up that camp, and meanwhile Nigma's still trying to catch up to these heroes. But they can't find anybody in GH. Well, he's got Glimpse available. They've got the kinetic field. It's around on Boxy. They'll focus their attention onto the Tiny, and they'll get the kill there. At least one going their way as Nisha now sits on the cliff.
Nigma Galaxy chased them for almost a full minute, I think, and they only managed to kill Tiny from this. This is the type of a game that Team Liquid needs to play. They need to try to stall as much as they can, fight with the kisses.
Yeah, Zai standing his ground with those kisses, but now Amar right in his face. He doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. There's the Dream Coil down, as well as the Cookie, the Static Storm committed by GH. This is the second one because this fight seems like it's taken forever. Nisha with Chakram on him, as well as the Cogs around him. They get the kill onto the puck. They'll heal everybody up with the mech. Sumail comes in over from the side. His right click starting to pile up onto the Snapfire, who's trying to run and slow down for a moment. Boxy, he's in the trees, ready with an avalanche. Goes to the toss to start. There's the avalanche to follow it up. He's under the tier 2 tower.
Nice cookie from Zai.
They've got the stun lock onto Sumail, but they get the kill onto Zai with Amar. Sumail ends up dying as they've gone to this exorcism, and they'll take out Boxy, mind control. Now playing very forward under the tier 2 tower, but it looks as though Nigma, after this 5-minute fight, will start to finally back up.
Very aggressive moves from Nigma, and they also just pinged out Mickey because they know he doesn't have a TP available. He glimpsed him back already to the top lane, and now we'll do it one more time. These are some big moves. Nice play from Nigma.
Still with Exo going too, like they've made this rotation to get the kill on a Mickey, and this is everybody going over to make sure that they kill everybody on the side of Liquid at least once throughout this long duration fight.
And Timbersaw is popping off in that fight. He didn't die. The extra tankiness that he gets from that Sanj, extra heal amplification as well, now has full Kaya Sanj, and he did opt to go for a casual cloak. He understands that magical damage that we talked about could cause some issues. So just a casual cloak, it's fine. I don't know if he wants to commit to a hood anymore, but yeah, Kaya Sanj, very tanky at the moment, 2.1k HP on ATF.
Yeah, so Zai, he's going to be able to pipe of his own. You've got the Guardian Greaves on the Death Prophet on the other offlaner, so there was a lot of sustain in that fight when it looked like they were getting low from the kisses. Amar backs off because he didn't have a lot of mana, but they were able to re-engage because of those Guardian Greaves and continue to fight for what felt like forever.
Pretty much. Mind Control now in trouble.
Yeah, two heroes here. Silence hits, but they go to the Guardian Greaves from Zai. Kuroki over to the side with a hook shot. Now they've got the Cogs around on Boxy. Avalanche toss with the kisses committed on a Kuroki to get the kill onto the Clockwork, but Mind Control not going to take a lot of damage from those kisses. So they won't be able to get who they wanted initially, but they do get something.
They do get something, as you said. Mortimer's kisses used. Death Prophet still super tanky to kill. Guardian Greaves, if you have Spirit Siphon, full duration on Tiny. You also have a casual cloak as well, so pretty much both teams understanding where the damage is coming from, what the real threat is going to be. Mickey, still lowest net worth core at the moment. We'll try to farm up these ancient stacks.
Lowest level too.
Yeah, level 10 only. You want to be like at least level 12, have that shard available. Hurricane Pike is going to give him some more survivability, especially against Clockwork, and to be able to like push himself out of the trouble. Smoke from Nigma Galaxy. They want to get something else done.
And they've been using this hook shot, static storm, glimpse combo, and well, they've got Kuroki leading the charge, trying to TP out, and will do so. Just hiding within those trees. They did smoke up on the side of Liquid as well, so they could sense where the pressure was going from Nigma. Maybe
wrong way, boys. There's literally no one there, so not gonna find anything. It's gonna be only Illusion Rune, which got scouted. Sumail is pinging it out. Does have a trap in the river.
He also has his Deso now, too. So, MC also picks up a hood. So, probably not going to see anything more from that cloak from Amar. Like you were saying, he's going for BKB Refresher.
I'm okay with the BKB. We'll see if he decides to get just straight up Refresher. Might need some extra armor, because if he shows up in the middle of a fight with no armor against the Drow Ranger, they might blow him up. Philly Stone dropped for Nigma. That's going to be a big one. GH takes it immediately.
which might change the ultimate game plan of what you want to get on this Disruptor, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Right now it's Blink, but when you get Philly Stone, it feels like it's always Ags.
Aghanim's is on the menu. They also have, like, relatively okay setup. Clockwork is there, maybe like a trap with the silence to set things up as well. Not the best one, you know, not ideal. You don't have this Mars Static Storm or anything like that. Mar, after that one death, he still managed to keep it there. Did not die a single time after it. And also found the Nether Shawl. So his magic resistance right now, 48%.
Shot just missing Nisha. Nisha, whose game has kind of slowed down.
Yeah, we haven't
compared to
really
Amar.
seen him pop off in this game. He's been shut down in the lane, got chased. Those 2 deaths really cost him. Like, Puck is relatively momentum-based hero, so you want to have a good early start. Try to snowball. Boxy also nowhere near his Blink Dagger. Needs another 600-700 gold.
Nigma looking for Insania with that trap, but unable to get their hands on anybody just yet. There's 3 heroes waiting nearby. Mickey on the high ground. They go to the kisses very early. This is quick to the kisses. Boxy, though, with the toss. Now these heroes hit by the multi-shot. They get the kill on a GH, but they'll lose Boxy. Smell coming over. Mickey standing his ground on the high ground. Amar going over to go for Insania. They'll get the kill to the Undying. They'll go now Exorcism, as this is Mind Control. Looking to chase Mickey. They've got the
Tombstone's on the high
distance.
ground.
They get the kill to Sumail, and yeah, with the Tombstone giving them the vision as well as those zombies, this is a problem for Nigma. Mind Control getting low, but with the Spirit Siphon, it's not going to be enough. They finally take out Mickey. Amar's got a triple kill. It ends up being a 3-for-2 trade of the moment, as Boxy divides back and is looking to go for Amar.
They can't kill Amar.
Slow him down, and that Timber Chain just gives him so much distance to get away from these heroes.
They need Drow Ranger to be able to kill Amar with that charge. So now he can try to go back into a fight, see what's going to happen. GH potentially set things up with the glimpse. Boxy did use buyback in the previous fight, but yeah, that Tombstone, they had no vision whatsoever on the high ground. I see triple sentries around that area from Team Liquid, so making sure that they have this high ground vision that you mentioned. So, and also the Pike came in clutch against the Dead Prophet.
Yeah.
He piked himself, pushed away Dead Prophet, and then they managed to slow her down. Like, she wants to be as maneuverable as possible in a fight. It seems like okay, I thought they were just gonna straight go into Roche Pit, which could be a bit more difficult. They do have Sentry, but it doesn't reach right near the Roche Pit, and Nigma's thinking the same. So, potential scout with the rocket, with the trap, gotta be careful about it.
Yeah, so I said that last fight was 3-for-2, but it was 3-for-3 with the buyback from Boxy, and that could come into play, especially with a fight around Roche, right? Like, you kind of want Boxy to be there for that extra control. If he dies early on in the fight, that might happen near this Roche Pit. Be at a quick disadvantage for the side of Team Liquid if they want to get that Aegis.
Boxy needs Blink Dagger. He needs to be able to reset, get multiple, by multiple I mean at least 2 rounds of spells in a fight.
Yeah, he's close to it. And that might be a little bit of the timing that they're waiting for. They want BKB here on Mickey. Assange for Nisha as well.
This is a big item. Amar just picked up BKB, so he can break the coil, and he can find Snapfire in the back lines, threaten a kill on her while she's trying to use Mortimer's Kisses, and also go on Drow Ranger. He wants to make her feel as comfortable as possible in a fight. We saw what she can do against the Dead Prophet, and Nigma Galaxy, they are relying on Exorcism to be able to win those fights. Deso has been done on Sumail, but still no stacks, because he died in the previous fight. They were also like, yeah, they were also trying to climb the high ground with no vision whatsoever, so a bit of a difficult one. They are underneath the vision. They just smoked with this ward. Gave them all the info that they needed.
Yeah, you're talking about how they want a front line here for Zion Mickey, and they've been doing a good job of that with Insania, dropping down that Tombstone, and like you said as well, Boxy wanted the Blink Dagger, which he's now got. So if Amar could get to the back lines and disrupt the fight for these heroes that sit back, maybe Nigma could take these fights more decisively, and we could see them start to pull away a little bit more.
Smoke and smoke action. They probably have a really good read where rest of Team Liquid is. Boxy trying to break the smoke here.
Does break it. He's in a good spot. Timber Chain forward from Amar. Now Rocket Flare gets some vision onto the Tiny. They start to retreat on Liquid, and they don't want to exactly take this fight. They don't have all the info that they need to feel confident in doing so.
Nice play from Boxy there. Manages to get out of the trouble. Team Liquid, if they could delay this game... Oh, glimpse back. Never mind. If they can delay the game until Mickey finds his BKB, he needs another minute and a half, 2 minutes, depending if they're going to pressure him. He's pinging it out. He's like, I want to sit bottom, have Ogre Axe, enough money to buy Mithril Hammer.
Yeah, he's close.
Both carries, like if he waits, both carries are going to have BKB for the next fight. Amar's in.
Yeah, Mar will get over at Zai. The Avalanche, the toss up into the air. The Cookie's going to miss. They've got the glimpse back into the Static Storm. It's on to Zai. Nobody here to really help him out as Kuroki commits to the hook shot. Keeps him inside the Static Storm, and they'll get the kill. Take him out for 45 seconds, as well as get 200 gold off that Tombstone.
This should be a Roche for Nigma Galaxy. I don't think they can contest this Roche without Zai. They need his auras. They need Mortimer's Kisses for the damage. And now with Deso plus Exo, it's going to be more than enough to take it down. Team Liquid, after losing Zai, will not take the fight. So we'll need to play for slightly later timing. Amar's unkillable at the moment. With the BKB on, with this build that he went for, he's level 17 as well.
Yeah, he is so far ahead. Boxy on the high ground, silenced. Trying to run, kinetic field is down. That silence coming in thanks to the shard that's on Sumail, and they also take out Isha. It's going to be 2 quick kills for Nigma after picking up the Aegis. They were using the end of that Exo to make sure they had the damage, and I mean, they're successful again.
Again, second time. This is where they use Exo, get something, and get something on the other side of the map as well.
Yeah, and it works out pretty quick in transition, right?
Yeah, really does. Also, Sumail did pick up Shard for himself, which means that he's going to have that silence against Puck, which he doesn't like to play into. So it's also a great tool for stopping Mortimer's Kisses. If you can use that, then Snapfire is not going to be like as good. Sumail.
Aggressive from Zai. Ooh. That cookie off the mark, and now Mickey from the high ground, but again, a trap silences him up, and they get the kill on his eye, and they're going to chase. Hurricane Pike to get to the low ground, and he's away from the fight, but that was hyper aggressive, and they didn't get anything from that. Gust right clicks. Amar, he's not the one who has the Aegis, and now pops that BKB.
Undying almost gets blown up in the process. Gotta be careful. This is level 18 Timbersaw we're talking about. He does have 3.7k gold saved up. Still, Nigma Galaxy without Exo, they don't feel, I would say, too comfortable going for the high ground, but they did set up some really nice vision on both sides of the map. They see both Boxy and Insania at the moment, and they also see Triangle, plus an outpost.
Hook shot all the way through towards Insania. Meld strike, Sumail gets the kill. Avalanche off the mark. Boxy now needs to run. He's silenced twice. Timber Chain and the Whirling Death on him. But these heroes on the side of Nigma, how much commitment are we going to see from them? Not enough to go to the high ground just yet, but they are putting the pressure on continually, and I don't know if Liquid have felt comfortable in the last 5 minutes or so.
Every single fight, they kill one immediately, so it's 4 versus 5, and then you have really good vision. You have Timbersaw, who can scout things out. Same goes for Clockwork Rocket. Traps, Sumail with Aegis especially. He wants to be able to like provide vision for his team, be in the front lines, doesn't need to be afraid, and then you immediately get glimpse back. So Tiny, we see Boxy playing for a bit of a different game, playing for more defensive tossbacks other than trying to initiate.
Meanwhile, by the way, GH, he did buy out on that Blink Dagger. He's going to the Ags next. So looking to get better positioning.
I was watching him, he's positioning, he's staying as far away as possible from a team fight. Does not want to get blown up by Tiny, does not want to get tossed. Nisha also is holding Gem, because Insania bought one, gave it to him. Needs to be much more careful this time around, because if you lose this Gem, you're going to lose so much map control. They did de-ward 2 of those wards that I was talking about. The one in the triangle is still up there.
So we see the odds on your screen from esportsbet.io. They've completely shifted to what was pre-game is now the opposite. Now favoring Nigma by quite a margin as they 5-man smoke and head towards bottom. This is rough for Liquid. They need to kind of shift out of here, but nobody's TP'd yet. They're instead hiding in the trees for a moment, and now
it's going to be
finally leave.
Team teleport.
Maybe not for Insania. Hook shot actually hits GH. They still have the Static Storm, though. They'll get the kill onto the Undying.
They need to risk things. Maybe it's a bit too risky. Boxy now seems like he's going to drop here. Okay, Mickey.
Yeah.
Last time Zai did this, I see who's his favorite friend is. When Zai cooked it on a tier 2 tower, he did not want to pike him. He was too afraid that he's gonna die, but this time around, he's gonna save Boxy.
Friendship ended with Zai. Friend Boxy. Amar goes in. Chakram on top of this Snapfire, and they've got the glimpse back, so Zai is going to be dead to rights, and that'll be a kill for Amar, who is now godlike.
Very difficult. Saving up 5.2k gold. Still thinking about what he wants to buy. Does he really need Refresher, or if he wants to have Hex? I'd prefer Hex, because it's going to give you more control. And yeah, he's going to go for Hex. Just needs another 100 gold to be able to finish it off.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Much needed. Mickey, by the way, Shadow Blade in his quick buy. So let's see what he wants to get. As silence thrown on Tanisha. And a hook shot, I believe, missing the mark.
Boxy behind enemy lines. Mickey might be forced to TP out. Okay,
Dire's bottom tower is under
might
attack.
be.
Nisha, be safe as well.
Team Liquid, they don't want to take the fights immediately. Back to the side, to the left side of the map. They're trying to split them up as much as they can, because they don't feel like too comfortable. Now they're gonna smoke, maybe try to get something going on. They know that this Aegis ran out.
It really does feel like Nigma has just gone from top end, bottom end, top end, and they're just chasing these heroes around the map.
In terms of catch, they do have Clockwork with Hookshot and Glimpse. So this is why I love Hex on Amar.
Going forward, Static Storm, Boxy in trouble. He's caught by the kinetic field. They already dropped the Tombstone. Timber Chain in. Boxy is going to die first. Amar taking a lot of damage. She's forced to pop that BKB. They've got the buyback coming in from Boxy.
Mickey, he's in the middle of a fight.
In the middle of 4 heroes, 4 staff back, trying to get into the high ground. Gets away from what looked like certain danger, and they're also going to take out the Tombstone. Another 200 gold for Amar.
Boxy with another buyback. He needs that second item, needs defensive force staff to be able to get out of the trouble, force himself out. But yeah, nice. Spell usage there from Nigma. Not missing anything pretty much. There was a cookie, but still there was a kinetic field, so he didn't get out of the trouble. And with this Hex pickup, they can try to punish people on the side lanes, because this is the type of a game that Team Liquid wants to play.
You can see Boxy doing 0 damage in that fight. He's not really able to accomplish much when he's hit with that Static Storm immediately. He survived for the most part through the Static Storm, but it's just Amar who's willing to Timber Chain and go in between 5 heroes and not really care as long as he gets the kill.
He's not afraid. Now I'm a big fan of Refresher if he wants to go for it. Might need to pick up Casual Plate Mail just to be able to deal with the Drow Ranger, because she did deal some serious amount of physical damage. And Mickey also opted to go for Blink Dagger. So he's like, you know, I'll save people now as well, but I also want to keep the distance for myself. Most of the time it's just going to be used for him. Because last fight he felt, you could see that he was like, oh my god, I made a mistake. Templar Assassin is hitting me.
Speaking of Templar Assassin, about to have that Ags for that psionic projection. Move around the map. If these heroes want to go from top to bottom, Sumail might just follow them there.
That's a great tool to deal with this type of a guerrilla warfare tactics from Team Liquid. Also, big item, new item. We haven't seen this being purchased. Solar Crest on Undying. So that's going to give, like, can be used for defensive tools against Templar Assassin. Really good. Received small buff, 1 extra attribute and 5 extra movement speed. This item has been dead for a long time.
Yeah.
But I think it's good here against Death Prophet and also against Templar Assassin. Works out really well. And like, if you manage to survive, you can also amplify the damage from your Drow Ranger.
Smoke from Nigma. They're going to catch the side of Liquid off guard. And the right clicks from Mickey aren't going to do anything just yet. They've got the Static Storm, the glimpse back into the kinetic field, but Zai not dead. He's going for the TP out. BKB's been popped by Amar. They go to the Exorcism. A lot of big spells being used by Nigma, and they're not catching anybody but the Undying.
Couple of BKBs pop plus Exo. I mean, eventually Team Liquid will need to take a fight. Nigma still respecting, going for the high ground, waiting for that second Roche with just respawn. So Shard plus Aegis is going to be available. Seems like Team Liquid might want to take a fight. 5 seconds until Undying respawns.
Considering down so quickly.
Yeah, Mickey's still bottom.
Giving him another Aegis, so Dream Coil committed. They'll go to the Kisses once again. They'll try to catch Kuroki. They'll at least get 1. Some more Kisses the way of GH, but he is healed up thanks to this mind control Guardian Greaves. So just isn't exactly what Liquid want from any of these fights.
They want to take a fight right now. They know EXO is down. They also know that potentially they don't have BKBs, but yeah, they're coming back online. If Boxy can find someone here, some blind avalanche, that would be big.
Oh, no. Mind control in the trees thanks to that Ogre Seal Totem. And that means Boxy can't find him. Just missing these heroes. Liquid are looking, but they're not connecting. And it's been a little bit tough. Do have the shard in Amar's backpack. Could pick up that flamethrower, and when he's feeling so confident to just walk into these fights, flamethrower feels like a very big upgrade.
It really does. I mean, we are seeing a big difference in terms of levels. Level 22 Templar Assassin, level 22 Timber, compared to some levels on Team Liquid. And also supports are having a bit of a rougher time. Disruptor level 15. Like, Undying just hit level 12, puts a second point in Flash Golem.
Yeah, this is, what does it say on the graph? A 9-level difference in the game. So really just trying to turtle. Dota Plus, 70-30. I would say other lineups and other teams wouldn't get this kind of 70-30 call from Dota Plus.
Draw Ranger plus Tiny, defending the high ground. I guess this is where these extra, I would say maybe even 10% comes from.
Oh, your Seal Totem, Boxy. He is gone. Kinetic Field or not, you won't catch him. And Liquid doing more of the same, where they're just kind of avoiding Enigma at the moment. Not as easy as it once was with the Psionic Projection, but we haven't exactly seen that come into play just yet for Sumail to get a kill.
Finally, Boxy manages to find some farm. Gets that Force Staff.
Yeah. And he's going Yules next.
Wants to be able to dispel silences, maybe, as I said, get another round of the spells, try to buy some time during the Static Storm, because he got caught in Static Storm so many times.
So Refresher picked up for Amar, that's flying out. Hook shot comes in, and that's going to miss the mark on Nisha. Might as well go for it, especially if you've got Sumail there. You catch him, you kill him, but worst case, you just throw hook shot on a short cooldown of 45 seconds.
And some of these hook shots were not on point. A couple of good ones, but most of the time a bit to the side or a bit too short. MC with the Blank Dagger is going to try to be the one who's initiating.
Sumail, who was just bottom, now here top. They were chasing Boxy. They're also going to go forward and find the Hex. It's on to Nisha. He's on the run. They've got the Refresher with the BKB.
He wants another Hex.
Phase shift. Back to the Chakram. Pops the BKB. Gets out of this one. At least for now, the right-click damage not enough. Meanwhile, Mikke got the kill on a Kuroki. So they get something out of it on the side of Liquid while keeping alive this puck.
Didn't time it perfectly. If he, I guess the status resistance from Kaya Sanj kicking in. And the item that we didn't talk about is Nisha with the BKB. I think in a lot of situations, there should be Puck with the BKB, but Puck players, they want to play a bit of a different game, you know, relying on their own skill, that they're going to be fast enough to click the button against, like, Silence from Templar Assassin, against the Glimpse, against, like, Dead Prophet Silence, Static Storm. You want to have something. He's tanky. He does have Blast Rig plus Solar Crest.
Not looking like that's going to matter.
Tanky.
Mind Control gets credit for that kill, and Sumail using that Psionic Projection to move around the map. And now he's got himself a Daedalus. So even more damage from this Templar Assassin, who's getting close to that level 25. So things are just going to get tougher.
One of the better talents, 7 refraction instances. I don't know how we got to 7. I think before it got nerfed, it was even 8. So it was total like 14. Now it's 13. Someone at Valve offices really loves Templar Assassin.
Wasn't the other side also at one point like 1.5 second dash?
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah, that was... Whew. And that was almost taking a majority of the time too. Where you just
because I don't think the other talent existed at back when it was 1.5. Not sure what it was. I don't remember
what the other one was. Minus 35 second respawn times.
My favorite.
Plus 420
Lone
PPM.
Druid Lina with Bloodstone. Have to kill her 3 times in a row. She buys back Bloodstone, boots of travel immediately. Yeah, somehow it's always Lina causing problems. She's been causing a lot of problems in the last couple of months with her balanced toolkit. Boxy looking for an opening here.
He blinked in, so it's going to be on cooldown for 10 seconds if he wants to go forward again. He's also got Mickey off to the south of him with Nisha. Well, now it's just Nisha. Not sure how aggressive these two heroes want to play. Right on a trap. And, all right. Well, they've got that gem. They can clean up these traps, but it does give away their positioning. Mar searching, but not finding that puck.
I want to see some more aggression from Nigma Galaxy. I want to see them try to group up, go for the high ground. Templar Assassin, 6 slotted at the moment. Desert, like, she deals some sick damage at the moment. And they can also catch people, like something you talked about, Aghanim Scepter with that psionic projection. But they also need another hero. I think Amar needs to be the one with the Hex. And he also, like, he understands that. He's going to buy Blink Dagger on Timber.
Boxy never TP'd out, so he stayed here bottom.
Get the Courier.
Avalanche.
3-throw, kill the Courier.
There's a good blink.
Nicely done by Boxy.
Yeah, that's a cool way to get out.
I thought he was going to go for it. The rest of Team Liquid is smoked behind him. Let's see if they can find something. They would definitely love to pick up a bigger kill. Like, if they kill Kuroki, don't think they would be too satisfied with it, but this is also going to delay the game for a bit. They need more items. Like, they need more damage items. Mickey now finally finished off his Silver Edge.
Dream Coil committed, 4-staff back with the Glimmer Cape, so he gets out of vision for a moment. They go to the Mortimer's Kisses, Exorcism over to the side. Mind Control, he's got that shard, so he'll have the fear if the Spirit Siphon stays on them too long. Ogre's Seal Totem to
Ogre
stick
Seal
with
on Zai as well.
Yeah, so well, he goes up to the high ground, uses it the same. And now Avalanche hits on a 2. They've got the glimpse back out of Boxy into the Static Storm. They'll have themselves a kill, at least a trade, as they bought back on Kuroki. The rest of the side of Liquid looking to retreat here. And they have successfully escaped. And again, Static Storm and Exo being used by Nigma.
Some really good items in terms of neutral items on side of Team Liquid. They have Ninja Gear, so Drow Ranger can be smoked up. Difficult to find, and that's exactly what he's doing, using multi-shot. Then you have Puck with Trickster's Cloak, so you will need to bring some extra detection. And of course, Ogre Seal Totem, perfectly balanced. Tier 3 item, gets out of the trouble. Even though you receive damage, you really love Seeds of Serenity.
But, like, Ogre Seal Totem's a close second, right? I mean, I know you're a big fan of Philae.
Philae. Speaking of Philae Stone, Disruptor, only 600 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter with the Blink Dagger and the Glimmer Cape. So, gotta be very aware of that. If he's the one initiating, especially on a Puck, that Static Storm catches him, means no BKB. They can't really save him.
So, we'll have that soon. You can see he's got Quickening Charm as the other neutral that he's holding on to on the Disruptor. So once he's done with that Philae and gets that Ag, so probably swap that back in.
You want to keep Philae as long as possible. Use the other neutral items for a fight.
Sumail. They've got the Hex. Do they have the damage? Dream Coil, toss up in the air. Oh, he just survives. The Guardian Greaves coming in from Mind Control. They've got the Static Storm down. A little Shredder's not going to be enough. Hook shot from Kuroki. Amar gets the kill on a Boxy, and now they're going to look for more. Insania, he's on the run, but he's got him all right on top of him. Zai off near the secret shop and will be up out of the high ground with that cookie, but still Kuroki with the jetpack keeping the vision onto Zai, and they cannot catch him. Now they go to the Mortimer's Kisses onto Amar, but he blinks away.
Nisha, can he get anything done? Does have Hex available. That was so close. If they managed to snap the coil instead, I'm not sure, because he just tossed him into the air. I'm not sure if he couldn't find the target, if Puck was maybe phase shifted when this happened. But with that kill, it would be a totally different fight. And we see damage from Mickey. Mickey is popping off. Same goes for Sumail. Both heroes, both players almost dealing 5,000 damage each.
Yeah, Mickey, if he finds the right positioning, it's just so tough to deal with that damage.
Nisha with this Hex pickup is really going to change how things are going to be played out. Now they're going to smoke. I mean, Mickey is going to self-smoke. Looking at the most hero damage dealt throughout the game. So far, it's been ATF.
Yeah, Mar with almost 30,000. Timeless Relic picked up here for the side of Liquid.
Everything is yellow from Amar. Pure damage, plus some Havoc Hammer damage. Some magical damage. That's where the red is coming from.
Just the touch, though. He's going for Aeon Disc, so he really doesn't want to die. He's the one holding onto the gem too, so...
Afraid of that Hex initiation. It just showed that they could potentially blow up any hero. 28 seconds until Roshan respawns. That's the third one. So Aghanim Scepter, potentially another refresher. I think Amar would definitely love to pick up Ags to have double Chakram.
Let's see. As they smoke up his 5. Kisses in 3, and the Flesh Golem in 12.
I'm looking at the quick buy on the Nigma Galaxy. 4 of their players have Aeon Disc queued up. Everybody except Sumail.
Sounds about right. Gonna be Refresher Shard on this third Roche. See if Liquid can finally get their hands onto an Aegis, but with that trap in the pit, they already know that Roche is respawned on the side of Nigma. And they are smoked on the other side of Liquid, who are waiting near where the Tier 1 tower mid used to stand. Just the entrance to that jungle, they'll get spotted.
Trying to bait with the illusion, but not microing it, so they know something is up. Maybe if he was moving it, they would know. Tiny's courier is also there.
Okay, hook shot comes in. GH, Static Storm. They're trying to get him out of the kinetic field. They dropped down the Tombstone. He's off to the side with Sumail popping the BKB. They've got the break. It's onto the clockwork. Yisha on the back lines going in with the BKB of his own. The Exorcism rolling for Mind Control. They don't have the damage to get these kills just yet. They'll look to kill off the Tombstone. Finally it dies. Here comes the Mortimer's Kisses, but Sumail now going after Boxy. Boxy just in far enough where he's trying to throw out the Avalanche and save Nisha, but G's going to be the only one who's dead. Nikkei in too far. One more right click. They'll take out the Drow. And now Zai, he's right on Kuroki, but these heroes are falling by the wayside for the side of Liquid. It looks like Boxy's going to be next. The Avalanche onto 3, but it's not going to matter with the trap being popped. Amar is beyond godlike, and he is continuing to stay without deaths.
There's way too much damage coming out from Templar Assassin and also Amar in these fights. The control, he pops Refresher every single fight.
Too.
Zai.
There's just nowhere for him to go. They've
very
got
bad here.
Yeah. Beyond godlike again. Man, Amar just having a game to remember. 14-1 and 7 up against this Liquid lineup, and well, now they could just go for the third Roche and connect on all 3.
Also, Amar does have Whirling Death upgrade on level 25, so extra 12% on that, playing into 1, 2, 3 strength heroes, plus also Drow Ranger. She does not want to get her stats stolen, even for a brief moment, taking away damage from her. MC will pick up, who's getting a Refresher?
They're holding it right now on the Death Prophet.
Oh, they gave it to Disruptor, so he's the one with Aghanim Scepter, so double Static Storm, double Kinetic Field.
So they gave it over. Disruptor. Axe upgrade. Oh, God.
No buybacks available. At least not one on Mickey.
Are in.
Not one on Zai.
The Tier 4 is tossed back. Now Avalanche. Can they toss him back again? Nisha with the Hex. Sumail coming in, looking for the damage. Boxy inside the well. Dream Coil gets committed, but they've got the BKB from Amar and Sumail to walk out of the Dream Coil.
Not bad. They just baited 2 BKBs from Nigma Galaxy, so Nigma, they need to fall back.
Nisha going in even further. This is dangerous work from him. They've got the scan. They know they're staying nearby. This trap silences up Boxy. He doesn't have an Avalanche to throw. They go to the Hex. Mind Control's going to be in. They've got the Static Storm. It's going to be down on to this Drow Ranger. Mickey's going to be in trouble with the Avalanche. Finally comes out. It's going to land on the two.
And another one.
The damage coming in on the Sumail. But now the Static Storm is thrown on him again. Mickey ends up dead. Sumail goes after the Tombstone. They're not going to end up losing these heroes on the side of Nigma just yet. They've only lost the Aegis, but that is it. They do not have a Drow to put out this damage for 90 seconds. No buyback. Glimpse, phase shift, avoids the pullback. And we'll have that illusory orb to jaunt over to get back into the base.
Double Static Storm with Aghanim Scepter, plus level 15 talent, the extra 2-second duration as well. Controlled Mickey completely. Mickey could not use any of his items, just stood there pretty much in Static Storm, died.
Oh, Nisha, he's caught. Hex, silence. It's up on the high ground, gets away from these heroes.
Sania,
survive for a moment.
He bought another gem. They want to make sure to see those traps. They want to de-ward them because it has been causing problems for Puck. Those constant silences.
Open the high ground, try to take this tier 3 tower, break the high ground first. Up about 30,000 net worth. Now they've got the overwhelming blink. It's right on top of Boxy. They've got the right click damage from Sumail with an Desolator, but not enough to get the kill. They'll take out Insania. There's the Undying Gun, but has buyback. They'll have Drow at 20, but they still have to hold without it.
They need Drow Ranger. They really lack damage. They need that multi-shot. They need healing reduction. Yeah, that Tombstone was dropped. Still, Nigma respecting potential tossbacks into the tower. This time around, Box is going to be the one holding Trickster's Cloak, so a bit more survivability, evasion, plus also invisibility could get him out of the trouble.
Toss, Sumail, Hex, now roaming blink, hook shot, the control, the damage though from Mickey. Not enough to get the kill on Sumail just yet, but he wants to go forward. There's a multi-shot, not going to land on the Templar Assassin. Roaming blink, but Boxy pulled back thanks to the glimpse. They get the kill onto the Tiny. He's going to have buyback. They'll have Undying up in 2 seconds. He's going to buy back as the Undying respawns. Amar with BKB now needs the Timber Chain away. Kuroki with the cogs, trying to keep these heroes away from his team as they have the Hex. It's onto the Death Prophet, Mind Control, Avalanche, on a force now coming in, but it's still just not enough to get the kill on these 4 heroes until the Scatterboss comes in and Mickey with the damage. He's got a triple kill, cleaning up the side of Nigma. They'll look over to Mars, got the toss up in the air. The Timber finally falls. It's an ultra kill for Mickey. He is dominating and has helped the Dreams in the side of Liquid to win this game by getting those 4 kills.
This is why I said that they need Mickey for the damage. Almost 10,000, more than the whole Team Nigma squad combined. That's pretty nuts. And he just hit level 25 from that fight, so extra 12% on marksmanship. They did control them nicely. Another buyback from Boxy. This is a 3rd or 4th time that he bought back into this game. Managing to get the tossbacks, and we'll see that again.
They started with this damage on the Sumail. They wanted to get it. Mickey almost putting himself into a bad position with the 4-staff forward and the multi-shot attempt.
He missed him. If he kills Sumail there, maybe forces Sumail to buy back, because he can come back into the fight with Psionic Projection and those kisses. Also, I think there was a cookie on the zombie while they were still chasing, just to be able to land like another layer of stun. And yeah, let's see if that's going to be a cookie on zombies. Yeah, it is. It's a pretty cool play.
And they go to get the Death Prophet. They kill off Mind Control, Scatter Blast with the multi-shot from Mickey. The damage is immense. The damage is too much, and he'll end up with an ultra kill. And now they've broken the high ground. They got the mid-set of Rax gone.
They're the first one that actually got a set of barracks, but this is a big one. We haven't mentioned that Zai is also transitioning. He's going for this physical damage build, level 20, bought the book for himself, wants to get that level 25, so that's going to be a big one.
Yeah, that 3 times Little Shredder multi-shot. Where is it now? Dota Plus, it is 60-40 in favor of Liquid, even though it's down 12K lead. Wow. This is like the whole GPM net worth dilemma.
Oh, no, we're not going for that back again.
What is Dota Plus? Where do they get these statistics from? Especially with Sumail, he's got 40,000 net worth.
Could be Templar Assassin. Like, historically, Templar Assassin was the hero that, like, you had to hit your timing. If you die once or twice, you were kind of donezo. Maybe we're pulling the stats from 2013 as well, because she's not that hero anymore. She does scale well with the talents, with all the backpack, the neutral item slots, and everything. But, yeah, Nigma Galaxy, they're going to smoke. A on disc. Not available on Amar yet. Needs another 400 gold to finish it off.
They are struggling to finish this game, or, well, I said it's on them anymore.
They're going for Eon Disc, I think 5 minutes ago. They still haven't purchased a single one.
Yeah, 4 heroes were going for it. Everybody but Sumail. And none of them have gotten it. They're still queued up, though. Except for Timber. He's, I think he bought out and he's got it, but now he's going into the Shivas. So.
Some big 25s. Like, Puck also hit 25 from that fight, so now Dream Coil will pierce through magic immunity, so that's a big one. They can disengage, they can also hold them in place, so Zai can jump in with the Daedalus, Little Shredder multi-shot. Yeah, he does have a BKB as well, flying to him, full BKB for Zai.
Nisha wants to finish off the overwhelming blink and then go for the Revenant's Brooch. And now level 25 here for Zai. He's got the 3 times Little Shredder multi-shot. So the damage can be put in quickly.
Queue up Daedalus right now, another one, or a Rapier. I'm not even kidding. It's so cheap. Only seeing at 500 gold. I think I need to calm down a bit.
I don't know about Divine.
There's another Daedalus. Here we go.
That's the right move.
No, you got to be in that mindset, you know, that you're going to be able to farm it. So you queue up another 2 items because you think you're in this game. Another smoke from Nigma. This is the second one.
Roche potentially up in 50 seconds. You can see where Nigma are kind of setting up. At least near the Roche pit, but Liquid, everybody bottom. This tier 2 tower is going to go down. A lot of gold currently on Sumail. 8,600. See what he purchases next. Refresher for Mickey is
Radiant's top tower is
being
under
thought
attack.
about.
That's
what it sounds like.
Is under attack.
I'm just thinking maybe I need a couple more seconds to see if there's a better item that he can go for.
Sumail in. Zai, little shredder, not doing the damage. BKB's gonna be popped. They go to the Dream Coil. That's with the level 25, so they have to remember that. They already got the kill on a Zai. They look over at Nisha, they'll blow him up. He has buyback, but Zai doesn't. As he bought out on the
Another hack
Daedalus,
from
they're gonna
Amar.
look over at Mickey. They've got the Nullifier on him, and they'll get the kill on a 4. They will take them out with Roche respawning in 5. Let's see how willing Nigma are to force buybacks or go for Roche.
That was so quick. Explosive damage from Nigma. They use multiple hexes. Amar is not afraid to use Refresher every single fight, just twice. He doesn't care to put it on cooldown. So triple hex, one coming out from Dead Prophet as well. And now they need to buy back, so needs to be super careful. They need to protect him with everything they have. If Mickey dies, this game is over. They just don't have enough damage to deal with what Nigma has at the moment.
They're going to go to Roche, too.
Aghanim Scepter also available, so let's see who decides to pick that one up. I'm down for Amar to have another Chakram.
Yeah.
Seems like Team Liquid, they cannot contest this.
Now, with just 2 heroes, they were hoping maybe it would take them a little bit longer because they still need 40 seconds to get everybody back up. So, has that Ags, has that second Chakram with that very unique skill name.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Wait, or just buildings. I love buildings inside the base. Like the small units before they were called what? Cigarettes?
Hook shot in onto the Undying. They've got the overwhelming blink as well as the Hex. This is a very dead Insania. He's going to be dead for 65 with no buyback. So again, even with Nisha coming back up, it's going to be a 4v5 attempt with, well, really 4v6 with the fact that they've got the Aegis on Sumail. Holding their ground here and holding the high ground of the game is going to be very difficult with a 35,000 net worth lead. It was 60-40 for Dota Plus, but sometimes Dota Plus doesn't know enough.
Yeah, sometimes they lie, same as we do during the game.
Oh,
I do it constantly. Draw Ranger, you said Refresher Orb, but he's changing things up. I see Scotty now, so try to reduce the damage against Dead Prophet, against Timbersaw. Like range carries, range heroes in general do suffer, but maybe it's time to try to queue up Divine Rapier and just straight up buy it.
Boxing all the instant Hex! He's not able to get anything off!
He was so ready with that.
Oh, 100 seconds, no buyback! Valiant effort, but quickly diminished.
Both of them actually used Hex in that fight. I think they used it instantly as soon as because this is their comeback into the game. So now they're stuck inside the base. Mickey just purchased something.
Looking like it could be Megas. Mortimer's Kisses.
That is Scotty.
Nobody wants one.
They still have Refresher available on Disruptor. So that's going to be 2 big Static Storms one more time.
I love that it's like Aegis, Cheese, but Kuroki, 2 gems. Right under his hero portrait. Hex, right clicks in, but Amar's going to go in with the blink. They've also got the hook shot through. Mickey with the BKB gets the gust off, the damage on a Kuroki. They've got the kill, drop both of those gems, but he's going to buy back into the fight. The Andis is going to be popped by Amar. He's now trying to run, mind control. His Aeon disc goes off as well. They've got the Hex, it's on the Mickey. He fought back just a moment
They need to help him.
Survive. Soul Rip coming in, but they've got themselves a whirling just to get the kill on a Mickey. They might have just locked up this game as they go to the Avalanche as well as the toss. The damage just isn't there. Nisha though, oh, the
They're so
cookie.
low.
They've got the lockdown. Can they get the kill? Can they take the Aegis from Sumail? They can, but they need to kill off Amar. They can't find this Timbersaw. He'll continue to roll forward as he goes and gets his health back. They'll take out Boxy. Down goes Insania. He'll buy back. But now looking over at Zai, the right clicks are in. They'll take out the Snapfire. It's a 2v5 situation, and it's looking like Nigma are going to take game 1. Nisha wants the high 5. He'll hex up this Death Prophet, but the right clicks in from Sumail. It's a triple kill, a full team wipe, and a victory here for Nigma Gaming as they beat Liquid.
Nigma Gaming.
Nigma Galaxy.
Here we
Sorry,
go. No. Yeah, I love it. I love the draft from Nigma. That this time around, you know, they decided to play 2 offlaners pretty much, but they also put